Hi, as we continue in the two case, what's really going on as far as equal balance of a case as a law, as far as my rights, my freedom of expression, and also my respect to United States of America, and also to the allies, and also the people who cares about my inexperience and my cause. I did share it with many other sources, which is a close counterpart of mine, the Rabbi, and his beloved wife, and I did share it with others. It was for safety and true concerns. At this present time, there's a lot of threats by the KKK and the extremists. You call them Portugal's mafias and the people who run the system in Grenada. But that's okay. It's no problem with me, really. As GPS on me, I always sign legal documents, which is binded by the Senate and also by the United States government, which is tact very important to my safety and to my life matters. So unfortunately, I don't really care about these bullies and these socialist regimes. That's okay. What's important is the facts, the hard facts, and the de facto of the facts, which is non-merits on both sides, but is prominent mutual respect. I'm gonna just run through a very small portion of the law, what it states from a true execution of a law-binding standpoint, which is the gods of the world and the respect of the bodies of the world who execute such great laws. It says an equal balance as a case of law. If the rule predict is upheld readily, then the decision might go unchanged. For countries or judge are reluctant to overturn or previous rules of reference to follow. As far as the United States, with these people, what they think about me, what is important. What we believe to be the establishment of law is early England, and the critics agreed that proceeding was a bad principle because of resilience and is the dead hands of the past written, the next of the future. Disgrantedly, people have the rights to petitions the monarch, personally, because of what they felt was unfair ruling. The Chancellor, and also other situations under the common law, who will make ruling as the number of petition grow. A separate court, the Court of the Chancellors and Chancery, was established to deal with all appeals based upon complaints that the court were applying outdated laws. In the United States, there's no such thing, really. This is from an international standpoint. It's also from our standpoint based on the common law, which is equity. Let's continue. This concept proceeding could be overturned if the results was unfair, became known of equity, which is part of our Constitution, which can be defined as a system of discussion making that seek a fair and just result. For several hundred years, England had dealt system of court of laws, which common law is one of the equity in the other. Today, the double system of court is gone, and the appeal court of Canada and the Commonwealth apply both common law and equity. When a judge concludes that a proceeding cannot be appealed fairly to a case at hand, there is ample support for reaching a total new discussion in 1963. A case of judge as far as the British House of Lords said, the common law ought never proceed an wholly unreasonable result, nor either extending authority to be read so literally as to proceed as such a result never contemplated when they were and there were decided. It's very important. So it's based on the gods, the people who have the powers and the respect and hold the powers of your world. Some may like it and some may do not like it. But as far as the role and the duties and circumstances of the Congress of the United States of America, with Nathan Rosenberg, this is it. The medal is vary upon the traditions and proceeding of the goals of the Congress. Under the monarch and the systems, with the supreme powers of the authorities it stands, above the executive and with the executive, judicial branch of governments. The historical view was that of the Congress could do everything that the United States want. That a neutral impartial and also possibility of powers process of the laws and organization of the earth. To stand still. It will be no force of effort once that the supreme powers of the United States internally suggests the citizens are not. Upon the base on which they challenge others and enlarge the exceptions of freedom and the fundamental fairness of the federal system, interests and into the powers of the world. The principle differed in great ways of the system of the United States and the goal they hold as the Constitution. As the United States of the supreme authorities and under the Constitution, three branches of government, the equal in the powers, having been arranged in elaborate and checks and balance system. Also, the principle of the supremacy of the Congress was greatly altered by the enactments of the great country and the chapters of freedom of the United States, which the Constitution execute, and all thought there is nothing as far as charter specifically change the principles and the supremacies of the powers of the nation. But it lies forever, and the power of God be with us in all circumstances and in all details. As the true Constitution of the United States, and what the Constitution is, and the execution of the Constitution, clearly, as English stipulates, the supreme organic and fundamental laws of the nation, and the state establish the charters, the conceptions of its government, and laying the basic principles to which its internal life is to be confirmed, organize the governments and regulations, distributing, delimiting the functions of its different departments, and prescribe the extent and manner of the exercise of the supreme and the sovereignty powers of the country. To Mr. Biden and all presidents, dead and alive, we all are one.